Hello friends, Jai Shri Ram to all of you. Today I'm going to discuss a very important topic about giving feedback to your team. Are you one of those managers who is always secluded in his cabin and who doesn't even speak to the team, and your team is always wondering what this manager really wants? What things does he like, what things does he not like? If you are just that mystery man, then this is a video just for you. I want to make you understand that it is very important as a manager for you to give maximum feedback to your team. Whenever they do anything good, give a feedback. Whenever they don't do anything good, then criticize that. That is also a negative feedback, is also a feedback. So always keep giving feedback. That is very important, because any team in general is always putting you under a microscope. They are trying to understand what things you like, what things you don't like. And if you are just a secluded guy and they are just not aware what you like or don't like, then they will be lost. They won't know what to do, what not to do. So always be a guiding factor, always be a leader, and let the people know that what things are good, what things are bad. Now, how often can you give this kind of a feedback? Many people might say that there is always a retrospective meeting. So every iteration, that means every 2 weeks, there is going to be a retrospective meeting. At that point, you can always give a feedback. But I think that is not the only place where you can give a feedback. Of course, that's also a good place where you can give a feedback, but there are so many things that will be discussed in that meeting that I don't think you will get sufficient amount of time to give a feedback. So better you span your feedback across all the days. Every single day, give some feedback to somebody. You don't have to give feedback to everybody, but if possible, give a feedback to at least one person per day. Okay? And now how will you give this feedback? Now many people will tell you that give this feedback by calling them in a cabin and in person give them the feedback. Don't talk about it in front of the whole team. It spoils the environment. Now see, my approach is absolutely different. I normally give any kind of a feedback right in the open. I will say good things about someone right in the open and bad things about someone right in the open. But always remember two things. If you are giving a feedback in open, then do not stretch it too much. That means if somebody has done something good, like for example the Jira etiquette, if somebody is always updating the tasks on time without even without any reminders from you, then just say it once in one sentence that okay, XYZ, you really did a good job with Jira, I like it. That's enough. Do not stretch it. Do not use a complete 10 minutes window to discuss about that person, how glorified that person is. No, that is bad. Don't do that. But in a sentence, very shortly, just touch the point and go away. People should not even think that it was a part of the agenda. People should just understand, okay, he normally likes, whatever he likes, he says in open. Whatever he doesn't like, he says in open. That's all. That is all that you have to say. You don't have to praise somebody for 10 minutes in front of the team. The team will get discouraged. I am telling you right away. Team is going to feel discouraged if you are, praising one person only. Then team will start thinking, oh, that person is your favorite. Then why should I work? That person is anyways your favorite. I will not work at all then. I will save my energy. That's what people are going to think. So don't praise someone for 10 minutes. But do praise someone every day by giving one sentence. Like, okay, hey, good. Jira is updated without any reminders. Good job. Enough. That is enough. Don't stretch it. Okay, so that was about praising. What about criticism? How often should you criticize? Again, every single day, criticize at least one person if it is possible. See, if your team is really good, if you are blessed with a very nice team, that's okay. Don't bring out items which don't even exist. Don't criticize people on items that don't even exist. Don't do that. Don't discover any wrong things. If there is anything bad, for example, if there's only one person that is left who is just not doing the certifications or whatever trainings your organizations must be having, then yeah, you can point out that person. But see, whenever you point out a person, especially in a group, then you should be very careful. The person should not feel discouraged. The person should only think that okay, he remembers, I'm not off the hook. He knows that I'm not doing it. That's all. Don't give them an impression that you don't like them. They will get discouraged if you give them that impression. So I'll give you example. You can just say, hey, thanks, congratulations to the entire team, you have completed the certification exam. Hey, just one person is left, please, could you please do that? That's enough. Not more than that. Could you please do that? That's enough. Do not stretch it. If you stretch it, it's like insulting the person in front of the team, and that person is going to get discouraged. Don't do that. Just say it as if you are just telling about the status. Okay, just say it as if, okay, you're just saying that, see, the entire team has done the certification, you gave a status update, and in that status update itself, you're just saying that, but I think you're the only one left, could you please get it done? Enough. That's it. The person won't feel offended. The person will just feel, okay, there's just a dialogue, and he says very openly, he did not call me in a cabin, he is very upfront. So next time, if someone is doing any mistake, people will know that this guy is very upfront. He can say right in the meeting, man. They will be very uptight. Why? Because you are very upright. If you are upright, people are going to stay within their boundaries. But if you always criticize people in a private room and you don't say it in the public you say, everyone is doing a nice, that's not going to work. You have to say it in public, but say it with finesse. Say it in a single line. If it is going out of the hand, then always say that, okay, let's discuss it after the meeting. This is not the agenda of the meeting. This is the best thing in your hand, agenda of the meeting. Use that card as often as possible. Anything is going out of the line, okay, let's stick to the agenda. Always do that. Whenever things are going out of your hand, see, I'm telling you what are the weapons in your hands as a manager. These are weapons in your hands. Actually, this card is in the hands of any single person, every single person who is attending the meeting. If the meeting is going against you, you can always, basically it's not the agenda. Can we stick to the agenda? Very valid point. No one can object on that. Nobody can object on that. Unless someone is really furious and that person really wants to nail you down that day, then of course, but then it will be a very head-on collision. Normally people don't do it in a very corporate and good environment. People don't usually do it. Okay, so if at all, see, I'm telling you, try to praise and criticize in a single line, but if situation still goes out of hand, then always say this line that, okay, it's not the agenda of the meeting, let's discuss it later. Okay, so I told you how to praise, how to criticize, and how to get out of the situation if the things escalate out of your hands. Okay, if you have any doubts about this, please ask me in the comment section. Comment section is very much open to you. First 100 comments will definitely get answered. Okay, now I'll tell you why I gave you this suggestion today. Why did I tell you that you should keep giving constant feedback? Because, my friends, any team is just like artificial intelligence. It is trying to learn from the experiences. So give it big data. That means keep giving it data points. That, this thing. When I updated the Jira on time, Amit praised. That means Amit likes this. When I updated the LMS leave management system on time, then Amit praised. Amit likes this. When I was late in doing the certification, Amit criticized. That means Amit did not like this. So these are data points. You keep giving these data points over and over and over again. For different people, whenever they do something good, you'll always be appreciating. Whenever the things go wrong, you'll always be discouraging them. So your team comes to know that, if they do anything good, then they have something in their mind which will tell them that, Amit is going to like it, I think. Or if they do something that is bad, then they'll have something in their mind saying that, probably Amit won't like it. Right? And that is exactly what is the magic of feedback. Keep giving as much feedback as possible. You don't have to encourage or discourage your team ever again. Just keep giving them feedback. They will automatically get encouraged to do good things and discouraged from doing bad things. Until next time, this is Amit signing off. Jai Shri Ram.